If you hadn't know, Qantas Airways is planning to open a non-stop route from Sydney to New York in their Airbus A350 1000 ULR. They call it Project Sunrise, and the flight is expected to be nearly 18 to 20 hours, similar to the world's longest flight, Singapore Airlines flight from New York to Singapore. I've seen videos Flight Simmer flown the FlightFactor Airbus A350 from Singapore to New York. This brings to my question. Can the FlightFactor Airbus A350 fly nonstop for more than 18 hours? Let's find out. We spawned in Sydney International Airport and I'll be flying FlightFactor Airbus A350 to New York. By the way, this is the Airbus A350 1000 mod. If you're interested to try this mod, I'll leave a link in the description and a video for installation instruction. Other than that, I've already filed a flight plan and it's ready for use. I loaded the plane with full fuel and later pushed back for departure. After pushback, I only start one engine and taxi to runway 34L. Later on, I start the second engine as soon I'm close to the runway. Because of the weight, I nearly overran, but thankfully I was able to get airborne on time due to full flaps. As several hours passed, I kept increasing altitude until I reached 43,000 feet. As I'm below 1,000 nautical miles from my destination, I noticed my fuel was below 2,000 kilograms. Despite this plane consumed 1 kilograms of fuel per second, I knew making a diversion to the nearest airport in Charlotte is my best option. So I made a steep descent, but since I wasn't properly making a flight plan to the diverted airport, I made one go around and later landed hard. So far, I'm able to reach 8,385 nautical miles, which took nearly 17 hours. Considering the FlightFactor A350 cannot reach New York from Sydney. However, there is a possible exception, but not always guaranteed. It's possible to still fly above 7,000 nautical miles by loading less weight and fly at higher altitude early. Set the payload weight at least 15,000 or 10,000 kilograms or less. Many flight simmers do this when they flying from Singapore to New York or either opposite. Another important thing is manually adjust the weather. Some weather like storms can impact your range because you'll be using fuel consumption to go through the weather condition. This applies to opposite wind direction. However, if you change the wind direction into the same heading as yours, it will be opposite, meaning it will reduce your fuel consumption, increase range. If this doesn't work for you, make a stopover in any country. In this scenario, you can stop over in any European countries or US, perhaps in San Francisco, Houston, or Los Angeles. Otherwise, you can choose any different aircraft. You can choose the JAR Design A340-500, which I don't recommend, or the FlightFactor 777 version 1. The JAR Design A340 is not recommended because there's a bug that if you flying in the Earth's pole or crossing over the ocean, it will cause navigation error and your plane will end up flying in a circle. The only solution is to fly the plane with heading only if you're crossing the area I mentioned. This can consume fuel more than what you think, so your best option is the FlightFactor 777 version 1. This Boeing 777-200LR is capable of flying for 19 to 20 hours non-stop. Just load full tank and normal weight if you want, and you're good to go. Thanks for watching, and before you leave, feel free to write a comment if you want to point out anything or have question. Don't hesitate to give this video a like to show appreciation. Other than that, stay tuned for the future video and I'll see you next time. Goodbye for now.